Good morning and welcome to Resilient Talks in the Park. Today is Saturday, December the 22nd, 2018, and once again, we have made it to the park. This is another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today, I would like to talk about believing, because in this time, in this Christmas time, of this time of celebration, it is a time of belief. If we think about the three kings, they followed that star in the sky all the way to Jesus. They believed that the Savior was born, and they came to worship him, bringing forth gifts, presenting gifts unto Christ. Where would our lives be if we didn't believe? How would our lives be if we didn't believe? How would our lives be? It would be without hope. It would be without a better day ahead. I would like to reflect on a scripture coming from the book of Matthew, chapter 9, verse 28. And it's a chapter, the scripture is about when Jesus came unto the blind men because they cried out to him. He came unto them and they said, Lord, can we have our sight? And the Lord said, do you believe that I am able to do this? And they said, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, I believe. And because they believed, because they cried out, and because they were in the presence of Jesus, they received their sight. Their sight was restored to him. So as we go throughout life, it is important for us to believe in Jesus, to believe in God, to believe in the power that is greater than ourselves, that can turn things around, that can make things better for us. It is important for us to believe, because if we don't believe, how can we go forward? Knowing that we will face challenges and opposition, knowing that we will have different things coming our way, that we will need a strength and a power greater than ourselves. There's a story that I want to reflect upon, a Christmas story, and it is a story about the Polar Express. I love that story because it's so magical, and the way it is told is beautiful. There's a story about a little boy. It starts out with him, and there's this bell that his sister rings, and she can hear the sound coming from the bell, but this young little boy cannot hear this sound coming from the bell. So then he boards on the train, the Polar Express, and he comes across a few people. He comes across a little girl who believes, and she believes in the magic of Christmas. And then he comes across another kid who wants everything for Christmas. Then he comes across one who is less fortunate than himself and is just hoping for not to be alone and to have togetherness with someone. So then as the story goes along, as they're on this train, they're finding out different things about themselves that they need to have. The little girl finds out that she needs to continue to be a leader because she was a leader. And the little boy is finding that he must believe. It's amazing about that story. They don't have names, but they do have much character. So when they finally reach the North Pole, when they finally reach it, against all opposition, all odds that they come up against, they reach the North Pole. And when they reach the North Pole, the little boy comes across the bell, and he's ringing the bell, and he's still not hearing anything. And then he says, I believe. I think he said, I believe 3 times. And once he said, I believe 3 times, he began to hear the sound. And then Santa Claus appeared to him. Now, not to crush any dreams of anybody, but I don't believe in Santa Claus, but I believe in Jesus. And I believe that once we believe and we say that we believe in Jesus, he will appear and he will work in our lives. Yes, we are on a journey. We're not on the Polar Express, but we are on a journey. We are on a journey, and we are learning to get closer to him, to know him, and to believe in him as we go throughout life. I just want to encourage you to just have a blessed Christmas holiday, a blessed time, and remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. Remain encouraged and be resilient.